Hello, I'm Pam Carruthers of healingstars.com. This is the chart. It's for the new moon on the 26th of November and it is at 15:05 GMT, set for London, UK. I use whole signs as the house to demonstrate, hopefully to clarify the planetary picture. And what I'm showing you here, first of all, is something I don't often show, and that is to look at the elements: fire, earth, air, water, and also modes. They're called cardinal, fixed, mutable. But look at these elements. There is no planet in an air sign. Now this does happen. It happens, it's not a rare event, but I think it's a very important event because the new moon sets a theme for a whole month. The sun and moon are in Sagittarius. Their ruler, Jupiter, is also the final degrees of Sagittarius, and we have Venus, South Node, Saturn, Pluto, all in the earth sign of Capricorn. Now, the planetary picture will change. The moon goes through all the signs of the zodiac, so it will, of course, go through Aquarius and Gemini and the air signs, Libra. However, the full moon is also very important. That moon will be in Gemini, and that's the full moon, happens to be the day of the UK election. The only other planet that will change sign will be Venus. Venus has just moved into Capricorn today on the day of this new moon, and Venus will enter Aquarius on the 20th of December. So here's the chart, larger, so you can see the whole picture. Fire energy is Sagittarius. It looks to the future. It's inspirational. Sagittarius is the archer who shoots that arrow and then follows that mission, that path. And then as soon as that path is complete, shoots another arrow. And at this new moon, at 4 degrees of Sagittarius, that sun and moon are in a very good relationship to quite a lot of planets. Chiron especially, retrograde in Aries, the healer, the wounded healer. Aries is the pioneer. So there's a healing opportunity going on here. It's also, if I look across at this grid here, sun and moon, Mars. That's a really good aspect. It's called a semi-sextile, but it means there's a talent going on there and it's applying. Now Mars in Scorpio is in its own sign, which means it's strong. We like planets to be in their own signs. They perform well for us all here on planet Earth. So Mars went into Scorpio on the 19th of November. It's opposite Uranus. Uranus is the planet of radical change. Expect the unexpected is a theme of Uranus. And Venus itself and Jupiter are very close together in the sky. On a clear evening, you will see them both. Venus is an evening star. So Venus now in Capricorn, as I've said, stays there until December. This group of planets in Capricorn, first of all, let me just say, Jupiter's about to change sign into Capricorn. That's on the 2nd of December. So that's this Monday coming. And that's a very big, important change of energy. Jupiter loves the sign of Sagittarius. It's not happy in Capricorn. Now, I speak for someone who has Jupiter in Capricorn, and one person who is a very good astrologer once said to me, it means your religion isn't necessarily orthodox. That's true. I'm a follower of A Course in Miracles. I would call my religion spiritual rather than traditional. However, I really do enjoy going into sacred places such as churches. Now, Venus and Jupiter, when Jupiter moves, will so support Capricorns. If you are a Capricorn, you've had a grueling time with Pluto and Saturn going through your sign. and eclipses. Now it's not over yet, I have to say, but it's getting easier. Venus in Capricorn is very much to do with respectability, loving things that last and have true value. The oak tree is very much the energy of Capricorn, that beautiful oak tree. Coming back, Mercury, hooray, Mercury is now going forward in the sky. It felt like forever that it went through Scorpio. It will finally leave what we call the shadow on the 7th of December. So there might well be clearing up to do. Right? Things that have left unfinished, loose ends, you can now make sure that everything's working well. And Scorpio is helped because Mars is there. Mars is a powerful red planet, and it is all about strength and courage. Scorpio, I am a sun sign Scorpio, I also have Mercury there as well. It has to go deep and bring up things that have lain hidden, things that are buried, and the idea is for healing. So the Hydra, the story of Hercules and the Hydra, if you know that story, that myth, Hercules brings the Hydra out of the cave, and as he does so, he kneels down. That's an act of forgiveness. The knees, by the way, are to do with Capricorn. So as he brings out this monster who's been ravaging the local towns, villages, etc., he has to have help. He has a nephew who cauterizes the heads of the Hydra. The Hydra, if you kill one head, dozens more spring up. So it's a time of healing, and that's also indicated by Chiron in Aries. Healing comes from Chiron. And Uranus also wakens us up, important in these times. The new moon, Sagittarius, as I said, is now, well, I haven't said it, it's the last, very last new moon with Jupiter in Sagittarius. It ends a year, a complete year of Jupiter going through its own sign. But when Jupiter moves into Capricorn, one astrologer is talking about it as climbing the mountain. Climbing the mountain. Capricorn is the mountain goat. And the mountain goat, if you've ever seen a goat, is very nimble as it climbs up the mountainside. And the idea is that they're going for the juiciest roots. That's the idea. So to have that ambition, to have that focus is key for this new moon, and even more so at the full moon. We have a difficulty. Difficulties are a semi-square. It's called a semi-square to Saturn. Saturn can be procrastination. It can be resistance. However, we have so many planets now in Capricorn. It's to get on with stuff. Use the energy of Mars. It's very, very good at this time to just do something, take action. A letting go is called for. This is the little green, funny little symbol here. Let go of resistance to change, because that's what Uranus is saying. How many of us want to change in our lives? It's not easy to make changes. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of courage. We have also, notice, these little semi-squares they're called, they're not huge. Overall, I would say this is a pretty good new moon. It's connected to the North Node, destiny, in the sign of Cancer, family, healing, energy. And we do have also Neptune. Now, Neptune is a slow-moving planet. It went retrograde this year, as it does every year, and it went retrograde on the 22nd of June. Now, the day after the new moon, it moves forward again. If you are sensitive to the energy of Pisces, you might well have been needing a lot more sleep. I know I have. It's right at the top of my chart at the moment. So sleep to rejuvenate, to digest, integrate, dreams. visions. All of those are Neptune. As well as, there is another negative to Neptune, that's scandal. That's being seduced into some illusion, some fantasy that can't really give you what you really want. The however, Pisces, a water sign, is very at home with earth signs. That's the same with fire signs. Fire is very at home with air signs. So there's a strong practicality now with all these planets in Capricorn. So to allow the changes to occur, to embrace change. Interesting, in the UK, Uranus is in the first house, in Taurus, but also be aware of that lack of air. We need air. It's communication. Of course it is. We need to be aware of the Mercury retrograde cycle. It's not over yet. It's not over. So to tune in to your inner psyche, Neptune, inner world, creative world, dream world, I believe is the way through what is promised at this new moon in that wonderful fire sign of Sagittarius. So thank you for watching. I'm Pam Carruthers of healingstars.com.